partners as my captain. Take out the whole window. That's for if we do find a victim, that's the way we're taking them out. We have a Bullard infrared imaging camera. This senses heat. I just turned and panned it against the front wall of the house where the fire was just underneath to see if the fire was traveling up through the studs.
We radioed out to the chief and to let him know that we did locate the basement door. We're making our descent right now. The brothers with the hose line came right in and knocked the fire down.
Try to get you a place to stay tonight, or if you want to stay with relatives, but we're here to help.
To come out and see the family, their possessions are gone. You're there to do a job and preserve as much as their home for them as you can.
Engine 10, 1600 drive.
I had responded to 0. I had no calls. I didn't really want someone's house to burn, but I also, had just come into the fire department. I wanted, to go on my first job. The part that I don't want to do, making the beds. I make enough beds at home. I was very surprised at how close together the beds were to each other. It wasn't a whole lot of room. Nobody's sleeping here, someone's sleeping there. Oh, someone's right here. I'm hoping that they don't snore. Because if they snore, I know I won't get any sleep. The thing is, I'm not used to sleeping with them, So it's going to be different. After my first night in the dorm, I decided I just wasn't going to sleep in there again. Even if I have to sleep on the floor, I was not going back into that room.
Next. Firehouse, tonight's Dateline special continues.
The first few days, her heart jumped every time an alarm went off. Now the probie, Renee Mohammed, wants to prove she can put out a fire. But she also wants a little sleep, and she'll need her rest in a firehouse this busy.
Engine 10, Rescue 1, Battalion 1, hey, motor vehicle occupied. Engine 9 from Camden County.
She said she was just driving along, ready to make a turn. Part of the job is trying to keep the patient calm. I'll get it. Let me just walk up to the ambulance.
No, wait.
She seems to be pretty hysterical from the airbag.
I'm not doing it again, so y'all please clear up.
She was hitting the face with the airbag. She got abrasion on the chin.
I don't believe it. This is crazy.
She seems to be pretty shaken up from it, I mean, you don't see too many people that hysterical. That's the most hysterical woman I've ever seen.
This used to be my bed, but I don't sleep there anymore. I'll let the guys have it. Let this be like a bonding thing for the guys. They sleep and they snore. They pass gas and they sleep and they snore and they pass gas and they pass gas and they pass gas and they snore. Back and forth. It's a vicious cycle in here. No, I can't come in here anymore. I've tried. They'll laugh. I tried. This just doesn't work for me. I sleep at the watch. The watch is at the front of the building. It's for someone may come in and report a fire from off the street. I have my own television and my own bed, and I like that.
Hey, Renee, I just want to let you know, since you're new in the company, Monday's my birthday. I'm 54 years old right now. I got married for the first time when I was 40 to a young bride at 22.
You chip in and get a battery-controlled wheelchair. I need a new pacemaker, battery, and more teeth.
When I first got hired, I knocked on the window and they thought I was a vagrant. They sent me down the street. I said, no, I'm actually supposed to be working here. I'm one of the new people.
He's not going to have enough air to blow all these candles out. Firemen burned to death lighting up the birthday cake. Yo, Jay, come here!
Surprise!
Happy birthday to you!
My wife's a Sunday school teacher. She thinks I should be a Sunday school teacher. I said, I do my helping when people really need it.
Happy birthday, Captain JJ!
I love helping people. And if I can help them to put their house fires out or when they're in time of need, that makes my day.
Man, go get the dry chem. Come on.
About 2 in the morning, and the tones went off.
Attention, tower engine 8.
I got my first call. To a lot of people, this may not have seemed like anything, but to me, this was everything. When we got there and I saw the fire in the car, I was like, wow, this is it. I was like, we're going in, right? I was to myself, we're going in. I'm really proud of myself. Because I just got in there and I didn't even think about it. Being new, coming in, I didn't even think about what I was doing. I just did it. And when it was all over, I was like, okay, I got this. I feel a little more confident. I came back and I said, you know, I had my first job. And they say, well, you had a car fire. You haven't had your first job.
Car fire is a car fire. It's just, you go there, it's like putting a candle out on the street. You go there and put it out, you come home.
And they say, you'll get your first job when it's a dwelling, when it's a house. So once again, I was waiting on that house fire. Renee, he said, I see smoke, heavy smoke, get ready.
We get there and she's pulling off hose and not really knowing what to do. Calm down, Renee, just calm down.
Lo and behold, this was my first house fire.
And now the conclusion to Firehouse. Here again, Brian Williams.
As one of the first female firefighters in the Camden Fire Department, Renee Muhammad wants to get along with her brothers, but she'll do it on her own terms. Will this make or break her? The story continues.
Fire department's like a marriage. You got, except instead of having two personalities and a husband and wife, you got however many are there.
One of the guys wanted me, you know, to cook, and I told him that I didn't feel well. Who's gonna cook in the kitchen? Now that a woman's here, is the woman gonna cook or is the man gonna cook? That's gonna be anybody but you?
I paid my dues.
I know, but I thought
Did you pay your dues?
But I'm sick.
I paid my dues.
I am sick. I am sick. And I did not want to expose, you know, my germs to everyone in the kitchen.
Pay my dues.
The new probie now started taking offense to the guy with 3 or 4 years in, and even me, that with 20 years in, and I kind of get like, wow, you're really holding your own, ain't you, girl?
Here, we got a mask for you to put on there. It's always the way they did in the old days.
Most of the probies would just like, you know, put their tail between their legs and run away, but she kind of held her own, and I like that.
I felt like, should I be saying this because I am new?
This is an unsafe work environment, and I feel threatened.
Hostile work environment.
Very hostile here. I just came back, man. You could have jumped on my case.
The firefighters that I was having a debate with, they had to respond to a call because he was on rescue.
Recall the chief and put the engine company to reduce speed. Everybody's out of the vehicle.
Somebody went through a stop sign, broadsided the Explorer, and flipped it up on its side. Basically, no one's injured. Go home and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we'll get lunch.
You did it?
Rick and Renee had to do lunch again because they went out on a run.
I was nervous in the beginning when we was driving here.
We get there and she's pulling off hose and not really knowing what to do. Calm down, Renee, just calm down.
But once I got to the door, all that went out the window. And I just was listening to my captain and just doing what I had to do.
She was right behind me with the hose line, and we both came up here as a team and assisted the first two engines and put the fire out. When the fire came rolling out of us, she didn't back up. She stayed there right with me.
Now I think I can go to my captain and ask him how was it, what did he think, how did I do?
Remember you asked me the other day about the girl in the fire grounds, a brand new girl in the Kansas City Fire Department? Well, this was a real eye-opener.
I officially had my first job, but now I think I can go back and just, you know, lay back a little bit and just think about the whole event.
She done real good. And I like her. I think I'll keep her with me a while.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
Today is my 90-day meal. A 90-day meal means that I've been on the job for 3 months. So every probationary firefighter has to cook a meal.
They spent from 12 o'clock till 7 o'clock at night cooking this dinner.
Fried chicken, beef ribs, salmon cake, collard greens. Okay, that's good. I wanted to be perfect. I wanted everybody to be happy and satisfied. I wanted to go the extra mile. Baked macaroni and cheese, sweet potatoes, and this is the peach cobbler. Oh yeah, very good.
She was covered from head to toe with food and everything.
Had
enough cheese?
The beef ribs right here.
Okay, I'm in. Every 90 days you got to do this.
You got a 90, a 180, a 270, and a 360, and then you're in.
At the end of the meal, my captain put his arms around me and he said, you know, I've done a great job.
Oh, the meal was excellent. Yeah? And she's as good as a cook as she is a fire person. Fireman, I'll call her fireman. Yeah. Now she's part of us. You got your 90-day meal in, you've done your job, we accepted you in, you're helping us put our fires out, you're in now.
I'm more than anxious and more than ready to go and fight or do whatever it is to make it better for the other ones to come. By me being accepted into the fire department, I'm definitely paving the way for other women to come to the fire department younger, stronger, and better, you know, than I am.
They weren't sure about this new recruit, Renee Mohammed, but today even some of the most skeptical firefighters tell us that this determined young woman is a welcome addition to their ranks. That is it for this edition of Firehouse. Next week, Miami.
And this weekend, Tom Brokaw reports on the corporate scandals rocking the country, from Wall Street to Main Street, and what it means to your financial future in Take the Money and Run, Sunday at 7, 6 Central. That's it for this edition of Dateline. We'll see you again for Dateline Sunday at 8. I'm Stone Phillips, and for all of us at NBC News,